What's going on, guys? It's Yami from Team Deck Dev. Today I'm going to be doing a little different profile for you guys. But before I start, make sure to smash that like button. Trying to get this video to at least 50 likes before, I don't know, maybe December 1st. Give you guys a little something. And as always, make sure to like, subscribe, comment if you have any suggestions for the deck or any decks that you want us to do. You'll have to forgive me because I have to do this with one hand. Don't have my cameraman with me. But if I didn't knock that over, it would have been a lot smoother. Sorry, guys. Okay, so monsters. It's a DarkWorld Exodia FTK OTK deck. So obviously by that name, you're going to want to run the 5 pieces of Exodia. Got the legs backwards, but you guys know what it is. So that's what you're going to want to start with. You're going to want to run 3 Grapha, Dragon Lord of DarkWorld. You can pick him up for $1 on Amazon in just a regular ultra rare, or do what I did and get him out of the gold boxes, the second round of them. I think he comes in Joey's World too, but I'm not too sure. You want to run 3 Snow, Unlight of DarkWorld. She's a cool little chick. Whenever she gets sent to grave, you can search out another DarkWorld card, Grapha, Brow, any of them. Same with Grapha. Whenever he gets discarded by card effect, you can blow up a card on your opponent's side of the field. And what's cool with Grapha, whenever he's in grave, you can special summon him by having a DarkWorld monster on the field and sending it back to your hand, which is pretty cool. Second, or like 4th, I don't know where I'm at. You're going to want to run 3 Brow, Huntsman of DarkWorld. I got a secret rare from Joey's World. Pretty cool. Basically, whenever he gets discarded, you get to draw a card. Next, you're going to want to run 2 Battle Fader, just in case you don't get the first turn Exodia, or if you don't have anything on your side of the field, if they go to attack, Battle Fader definitely helps out. Let's see, what's next? Gonna want to run 1 Blue Eyes Toon Dragon for your trade-ins. He helps out to get more draw power. You'll see here in a sec. You're gonna want to run 1 Royal Magical Library. Again, for the draw power, every time a spell card's activated, you get to add a token, or not a token, my bad, a counter to this card, and then once it reaches 3, or for every 3, you can draw a card. That's it for the monsters, you guys. Spell-wise, you're going to want to run 3 Gates of DarkWorld. Just for like the discard effect for your Fiends, which is basically all your DarkWorld monsters. You're going to want to run 3 DarkWorld Dealings, again for the draw power and for Royal Magical Library. That way you can get your counters. You're going to want to run 3 Trade-In. As Trade-In, you have 4 level 8 monsters, so you got 4 targets for these 3 cards, which helps out. You can get to Grapha and Grave, get to blow up one of the cards on their side of the field. Helps out a lot. Let's see, what's next? Got Toon Table Contents for whenever you want to, whenever you have your Royal Magical Library on the field. You can use 3 of these, automatically puts 3 counters on it. What you would do, you would search for another Toon Table, search with that Toon Table for this Toon Table, and then with this one get your Toon Blue Eyes White Dragon. Or Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, whatever it's called. You guys know what I mean. You're going to want to run 3 Upstart Goblin, again for the draw power, and most of the time you're going to get Exodia. I mean, it's not guaranteed, don't quote me on it, but it helps out, so like the 1,000 to your opponent won't matter much. You're going to want to run 2 Terraforming, so you can search out your gates, and also put another counter on your Royal Magical Library. Helps out quite a lot, actually. You're going to want to run 2 magical mallets just in case you get a dead hand. That way you can fix it. Helps out a lot. Especially if you get crap hand, which happens a lot. Yeah. You're going to want to run 1 Pot of Duality. It's basically an extra upstart, but they don't get 1,000, and you get to pick what card you get. 1 day apiece helps out. You take no damage after, well, you take no damage during your turn, and then your opponent's turn after this is activated, and you get to draw a card. And then, last but not least, Allure of Darkness. Whenever activate it, you get to draw 2 cards and then banish a dark monster. But if you don't have any, then you can get rid of your entire hand. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. What happened to me though, today actually at a tournament, I drew Allure of Darkness, used it, and unfortunately had to banish 1 of the 5 pieces. Kind of sucked, but yeah, give me a sec to shuffle, and I'll come back to you guys with the first turn hand. Alright guys, so I kind of can't shuffle in front of the camera for you because, like I said, don't have a cameraman. But I do assure you that I did shuffle, and I'm going to go ahead and draw 5 cards. Try and get the camera to focus a little bit. Got 2 pieces. Grapha. Snow. And give me a sec to switch hands. And another snow. So this is definitely a dead hand. Let's see, draw. Get another Grapha. Come on, dude. Okay. Yeah, dead hand. Give me a second, I'll give you a better hand. Okay, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Kind of had a dead hand. But for, again, there we go. Finally some different cards. Alright, so in this case, what you would want to do, first, I would go for Terraforming. Let's see if I can actually do this one-handed. Let's see. Go for Gates. Add that to your hand. And depending on how your opponent shuffles, most of the time they'll just cut it in half. So. Sorry about this, guys. It's a little hard to do it one-handed. Let's see. In that case, you would activate Gates. Go ahead and have that on the field for whenever you get your, you know what I mean. Get your DarkWorld monsters. Tune table. You would go. This is kind of all about deck thinning. Try and get it to where you get your pieces more often. Let's see, where are you at? I'm gonna have to put you guys down for a sec, hold on. But what you're gonna want to do is, since we have trade-in and DarkWorld dealings in our hand, what you're gonna want to do is go ahead and get 1 tune table out, use it, get your 2nd tune table out, and then, or 3rd, my bad, and then get Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. Gonna go ahead and shuffle again. Sorry about this, guys. Don't mean to have you in the dark. Let's see. Okay, so what happened? Come on, focus. Okay, so first, activated 1 tune table, got a 2nd tune table. Used this tune table to get this tune table, and this tune table to get Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. Could you focus, please? Guess the camera doesn't like me, but I'm glad you guys probably know what these cards are. Okay, so I went ahead and shuffled. So now you have those 4 cards in your hand. You got 1 day apiece, DarkWorld dealings. Thank you for finally focusing. Blue Eyes Toon Dragon and 1 piece of Exodia. So what you're gonna do is use trade-in on your Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. Go ahead and draw 2 cards. And this is where it gets fun because you can activate DarkWorld dealings, draw, and discard. In this case, you would discard Snow and search out another DarkWorld dealings, which thankfully is on the bottom. Don't have to do too much. Put you guys in the dark again. Let's see. Okay, so now that you have your second DarkWorld dealings, you can chance it. Use Upstart Goblin. Opponent gains 1,000. There you go. You got your second Gateway to DarkWorld, or Gates to DarkWorld, my bad. But first, you're going to want to activate DarkWorld dealings. Draw and discard. Sweet. Okay, in this case, you would discard Grapha. Activate Gates effect. Actually, that's a complete lie because you don't have a Fiend. So you would pass turn and hope that they didn't have any monsters. Pass. Okay, 1 day of peace. Activate. Draw. Cool. So, drew Brow. So what you're going to want to do is activate Gates effect. Banish your Snow. Let me go ahead and get her out of the grave. Banish Snow. Discard Brow. And draw. And since Brow is discarded by card effect, you can draw another card. Go ahead and activate Upstart Goblin that I just drew. And you drew another Magical Mallet. So what you would do in this case, activate 1 Magical Mallet, shuffle 4 back into the deck. Sorry guys, I'm a half. Actually no. Before you use Magical Mallet, activate your second Gates. That way you can get rid of 1 and have another one on the field so you can use its effect. And then Magical Mallet for 3 now. So give me a sec. Hopefully you guys can hear me shuffling, because they are kind of loud. Hope you guys are enjoying the music in the background. Again, sorry for putting you in the dark. So I just did a small shuffle, and you Magical Malleted 3. So this is what you're going to want to do. Okay, drew Snow. Again, this time just banish Brow, because you don't need him for draw anymore. Discard Snow and draw. So this helps out. In this case, you are going to use Snow's effect since you discarded her. Get your dealings wherever it's at. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to find the DarkWorld dealings, but here it is. I got that from deck using Snow's effect. Your opponent would then cut your deck, and as you can see, it's gotten a lot thinner since started. Card count wise, forgot to tell you guys, it runs 18 monsters and 22 spells. This deck is very, very spell heavy. Spells. Trying to get the camera to focus. Okay, so in this case, you would activate DarkWorld dealings. Draw. And I would discard Grapha, blow up a card on their field, you know, get that going. Considering the fact that you still have your Gates effect, I would go ahead and normal summon, roll Magical Library. You don't want to get rid of your Grapha as much as you want to get rid of Snow or Brow, because if Last Resort comes to it, you can get Grapha back out on the field. So you would banish, discard Battle Fader, and then draw, and see you have another Grapha. In this case, it's kind of crappy, but you know, it would have been a lot better in this case to save Battle Fader. That way you would at least get his effect and, you know, save your life points. But next turn, draw. Gates effect, you could banish Battle Fader, discard Brow, and draw. Since Brow is discarded, you can draw another card. Let's see, what can you do here? Really nothing, but switch him to defense. For some reason they didn't attack, so now you have a defense wall. Draw again. Lure of Darkness, draw 2 cards. Let's see, banish a dark monster. You're going to want to go for Snow. Okay. Let's see, Upstart Goblin, puts another counter on that. Draw. You don't have any more field spells because 1 is in your hand, then you have 1 in the field and 1 in the grave. Let's see, what can you do? What can you do? You can activate another Gates of DarkWorld. But as for that, you guys can see how to run the deck. You guys can put it in on Yugo Pro or Dueling Network, whatever you guys use online if you do. Or just put it together, duel with your friends, and try it out for yourself. Don't like it, feel free to comment. Tell me what else you guys would do to it. But in the meantime, I will catch you guys later. This has been John, aka Yami, from Team Deck Dev. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Peace out, guys.